E1 Live.
We're green. We're green. And look at that. We're moving. We're actually alive. That means that we are live, alive and live. That's a good thing. What do you say about that? With
Awesome.
those words, very much welcome to the podcast. This
Mm-hmm.
is Mr. Roddy Bergström, all the way from Stockholm, Sweden. Yes. Nice to be here again. It's, I think it's episode 264.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, my beautiful pal and friend
What's up, Nalu?
sitting here, and that's Mr. Q. How are you, Q? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hi,
Um,
Nalu. Also, yeah, nice, nice, nice.
I'm feeling very good. It's nice. It's chill. It's relaxed. Sitting here. It's starting to get to that time of year where, like we were talking before, the weather is just weathery. Um, it's doing weather things.
It's true. It's true, actually.
But yeah, it's just chill. I was spending some time with my son. He's been away for a week, and yeah, we've just been having some time together, just chilling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm there are two things though. He keeps saying that he wants to spend time with me, and he keeps, and this is even when he usually when he says he wants to spend time with me is because he doesn't have one of his toys. His Switch or Steam Deck is with me. His phone is with me, or something. Maybe he's done something wrong and gotten into trouble, and he lost one of his things. But
Right.
he's got his things, and he comes and still wants to sit with me. So it's pretty cool. So we've just been
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
we've been
Did he
kicking
have a
back.
good time? I mean, he was in New York again. Wasn't that the case?
He was in New
Or
York. He went to
yeah.
Washington State. Was
Oh,
Washington?
okay.
Washington. Not Washington State. Washington.
Yeah.
I think he went to Pennsylvania as well. He went around.
Mm, good for him.
he
Good
got
for him.
around. He got around for the
Traveling, getting experience and everything. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So he's back. He's back home. He is he's chilling. He's been playing eFootball. He's been on his phone all the time. And but at the same time he's with me, so usually he's sitting there, he'll come and he'll sit right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he'll scatter his stuff across the sofa, so there'll be his phone will be there, his Switch, his Steam Deck, the case for the Steam Deck, charger, everything.
Right.
It's just all scattered there. um yeah. Oh, my missus is was saying he almost didn't make
Yeah.
it his
Hi,
flight.
Alex. I hope you're fine. Also, yeah, it's good to have you here as well. Hope you're fine.
Hmm.
And I said Nalu. Yeah. Did you mean Washington D.C. or
Yeah,
what?
DC.
Like the yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
DC.
Yeah,
That's where he was. So he was in DC.
yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of been it. I mean, other than Savvy being getting back from his trip, Ty and I we've been broing it up as well. So he's usually he's been doing great at camp. Like, just he's been killing
Nice.
it with regards to, like, he's just behavior is perfect, no issues with
Good.
him. He's initially, I think the first week he had a little blunder, and I think it was getting to terms with this new environment. And I think he's not good with other kids his age. He's great with adults, like strange. He like is really comfortable
Mm,
with adults, but I think with other kids, it's like he doesn't know what to do. And so, like,
yeah.
I've sort of worked out this sort of system with him of, like, I can help encourage him to, like, make friends with other kids and realize that other kids are fun enough, more fun than adults. So the incentive is his Switch. So I've kept his Switch, and I've told him for every day that he makes a new friend, he'll get well, every day that he is, he has no hiccups at camp, he gets to have his Switch for an hour in the afternoon. So he has something to work towards. And then every friend he makes, he gets 1 hour extra. If he makes one friend, if it's two friends, he gets still bedtime.
Mm,
And he's been earning it. He's been putting in the time. Even the camp gives them little awards for certain achievements and behavior and stuff. And he got one for most improved. And I was so proud. He was so happy. And yeah, he's been doing great at camp. He's loving it. He's up to playing a Switch right now. He made two friends today.
yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
So
that sounds great.
yeah,
What are
he's
the program there? What are they doing? It's like a general camp. No
no, it's
special
sports.
profile or
It's a sports
yeah.
camp. So
Yeah. Okay.
he liked so far for the summer he's done two types of camp. He's done sports, and he's done this sort of like arts and craft and sort of stuff camp. he preferred the art and craft one. He loved that one. He wanted to go to that one more. But that one is not for the whole
Okay.
day. It's in the afternoon,
Mm.
whereas the sports camp is in the morning, and I can drop him off at excuse me, in the morning and just leave him for the day and pick him up in the afternoon, pretty much like school.
Cool.
And he's been loving it. He's been, initially, as I said, he wasn't too keen on it. He had a blunder. One day he had a blunder, and then after that, he's like, even Friday, he's like, Daddy, am I going back to camp on Monday? And I was like, well, I don't know, find out. Let's talk to mommy and find out
Well, that's
what's
good.
possible.
Mm.
So yeah, he is absolutely loving it. He's motivated to get his Switch in
Yeah,
the
I
afternoon
hear.
time.
Yeah.
He gets in and he's completed his day, and he's like, Daddy, can I have my Switch, please? And he comes in, because when he comes in, he has to like sort all his guinea pigs, clean their cage, kind of stuff. So he does that,
Right.
has a shower, and then he's just like, Daddy, can I have my Switch? And he knows he's already earned it, so he gets it. He smiles, he goes and he plays it. He comes to show me what Pokemon he's caught, because he's playing Pokemon Diamond. He's got like 4 badges now. He
Wow.
loves telling me about, like, oh, I've caught this
Yeah.
Pokemon, I've done this, I've done that, and so forth. He wants to battle me as well in Pokemon. I keep telling him, look, mate, you're gonna lose, and he's like, no, I'll beat you, Dad. I'll beat you. You know. And then
Yeah, there we go.
and then I have to remind him that, look, you don't even know how to do half the stuff in Pokemon. I was like, mate, when I played Pokemon back in the day, I finished it in one night. He's like, no, that's not true.
Oh, it's
So
nice to hear. I
yeah,
see that Alex is writing it. She's saying like 6 hours for sports and 4 for arts. Is that the
yeah,
combo they do?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
It's
cool.
sort of a
Hmm.
combo thing. Um, he doesn't do food before Switch. He does that sometimes. That was today because we ordered in takeout. That's why he did food
Mm,
before. Usually he has food later on, because if he has it too
mm,
early, then as it gets closer to bedtime, he's hungry again. So
mm.
it's usually he'll have like maybe a snack or something, and then by the time a little bit late in the afternoon, because he gets in here like after 4 or something.
Right.
He usually has it in around 6. So because his bedtime is around 8, so it's sort of
Yeah.
like having it in between. By the time bedtime comes around, he's not coming. Oh, Daddy, I'm so hungry. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's just like sort of like spacing out everything
Mm,
accordingly. So yeah, we do camp. On the way to camp, we've
mm,
been chatting and having all these little conversations, and back from
that's
camp
nice.
and so forth. We have these riveting conversations. Our most recent conversation is, can he beat a chicken in a fight? He's convinced that he will defeat a chicken in a fight. He's told me, I will beat this chicken and it will lose. And I'm like, mate, you don't understand, mate. Let me just tell you, chickens can fly. Right. And he's like, I'll just kick it. I was like, the chicken is gonna be quicker than you. And he's like, no, it isn't. I'm like, yes, it is. Chickens are really quick, right? And it'll peck you. And he's like, oh well, I'll just bring a sword. I was like, you can't bring a sword, Ty. That's against the rules. He's like, so we've been having these riveting chicken based conversations and other conversations. This is just one of the ones that we've
Yeah,
had.
sure.
The other one is that he could toss a ball up higher than me, because apparently he did that at camp and he thinks he can do it better than me. He said
Hmm.
something this morning about something he said this morning, and he said it was, I think he said, oh, he called me because I was carrying my missus's scooter, which has like a seat on it.
Mm.
Because I put a seat on it, so it's like safer for, because lower center of gravity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think he called me an old person, because I sat down on the scooter, because I was pretending to drive it, right? So I was alongside him, I was like, brum, 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 brum. And he's like, oh, old person. And I was like, who are you calling an old person? He's like, that's an old person scooter. And I was like, oh, is it? Right? Because it's his mom's
Mm.
scooter. So I was like, I'm gonna tell your mom. And he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, say sorry. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So,
There we go. Oh man,
but yeah,
that was
he's
fun.
he's having he's having a great summer. His summer is
Hmm.
been, at least from what I can see, he's having
Yeah, yeah.
a splendid summer. And yeah, it's been busy. I've got my own personal things doing outside of the kids on the side, that some of it I can't talk about on air. Some of it is I'm gonna talk about when we get to gaming. But
Mm.
yeah, it's been a nice, interesting summer so far. I can't complain. I'm looking forward to just before the end of summer when my sister returns from Trinidad, my sister and brother-in-law, and they bring back Trini food for me. I can't wait. I just can't wait. They're bringing doubles and roti and all this sort of beautiful stuff.
Right.
You know,
When are they coming back?
just before school reopens. So I think it's end of August. So end of this month they should be
Okay.
back. Maybe next week or week after next. I think I need. Eric's been telling me to like text them what I need so that they can remember to bring it, because they've got my mom has a list of things for Alex. Like, these are the things my daughter-in-law needs. But so apparently mom's already purchased everything for her, and she's like got it all sorted out. But I need things, I need things for me, so
they're cravings. Yeah.
oh, yeah, some snacks. Like Eric was telling me he's eating this snack called Dixie. It's like a cheese cracker, but it's salted cracker, but it has cheese sometimes in it, or it has jam or peanut butter and so forth. So good. Can't wait to have some. Well, he's on the podcast. He has an interesting debate. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Obviously, it's the chicken.
A very good one.
It's the chicken. The chicken came first. The chicken came first. It's a fact. An egg can't just have formed and then chicken. No, it's chicken first. Chicken came first, then the egg.
But can the chicken just form?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, because the chicken comes from the egg.
Of course, the chicken from the first chicken, Rog. Think about it.
Universal power. Yeah.
His name was Pakok, the biggest chicken ever.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's the same here. It's different in the UK apparently, because in Sweden, they've been in school for a week now. That's usually how it is, because I think you guys, you're in school like later during spring than we are.
Yeah.
Because usually here, I know the kids start the summer holiday on like early June. So that's basically it. So it's a bit earlier, and you have it later. There are other countries that has the same, of course, also as you have.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Trinidad and Tobago is the same, I think, as the UK, but again, Trinidad is a former British colony, so it makes sense that they have a similar system in place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Yeah. But either way, I'm enjoying my summer with my kids. It's pretty cool. Just catching up with them, chatting. The walks in the morning with Ty are nice. We have our morning walks, we have our chats. And in the afternoon, it's even better, because by the afternoon time, he's got stories to tell me about camp and what he's done. And
yeah, but that's good. That's really nice. That's good. Is it like the rest of this week and then it stops, or?
I believe so. I believe the rest of this week, his last day is Friday. So I believe he would be going back to school from next week, if I'm correct. I never keep track of these things. My missus does.
But Alex says like 3rd of September they start school.
Oh, 3rd of September. So that is...
Now you know, Q.
Yeah, now I know. Let's pretend I always knew.
Of course you did. Yeah.
Don't tell her.
We're just playing a game here.
It is what it is. But yeah,
Malta in October. Okay.
Malta's in October. Yeah, so...
Thursday.
His last day is Thursday, actually. So Friday he's home. So yeah, the boys are gonna be, I guess, chilling at home together.
Yeah.
Strangest thing though, when Xavi was away, all Ty wanted to do was like, when is Xavi coming back? I miss him. And Xavi, whenever he called, can I talk to Ty? Oh, Ty, and they'd be talking on the phone. And all that. As soon as Xavi got home, the two of them get into an argument. I'm just like, what the hell? What's with you two? Whenever you're in the same room.
Each other. They missed each other. They missed the opportunity to argue with a brother,
Literally, he comes home and I'm sitting in the living room. The two of them are upstairs. All I can hear is, and then one, Dad. And I'm like, bloody hell, mate. Like, you just got back. Like, what's wrong with you two? But yeah, they've been chill. They've been chilling at home.
Yeah.
I think the phase we're in with Ty right now is everything is too spicy for him now. All of a sudden, it's too spicy. It's too spicy. He's literally choosing to have porridge sometimes over like chicken and chips, because he's like, it's too spicy. Okay. So all
right.
Yeah, he's finding a lot. Which, keeping in mind, we cook with a lot of spice in our home.
Yeah.
So for him to say that it's too spicy, I'm not sure where he's getting that from. But yeah,
it's a phase he's going through, I guess.
Yeah.
They talked about that, and well, whatever, friends, spicy food. Okay, spicy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
can't eat that.
So yeah.
So, Rog, my
Mhm.
week has been that. That's what I've been
Mm.
doing. I've been parenting 101, super parent, super
Yeah.
daddy, LS Tetty, you
Of
know,
course.
just like my guy Bandit here. Those of you who know who Bandit is from Bluey, this is my guy. You know, I've been doing like Bandit. Bandit and I,
Cool.
best buds. What about you, Rog? What have you been doing?
That it's been, I mean, in a way, the same. Spending time with family, and since we started to work like on Monday, this week,
Mm-hmm.
back in normal routines, I would say, the whole family. And so before that, since we haven't podcasted or talked for like almost 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
we went to it was like this culture evening inside of the city when it comes to Stockholm. So we went there. Actually, Adam came also later after work and hooked up. So we uh, we went to concert. It was this outdoor concert. That was on Thursday when yeah, since we weren't able to podcast la di da. And it was an outdoor concert outside of the opera house. They built up a big stage. Actually, I have played there in this
Mm.
like festival, but that was many years ago when Cremata was still around.
Yeah.
But this time around, they filled the scene with the Radio Symphony Orchestra, and they have this play concept, which is basically they play video game music. So
Ooh.
it's kind of a famous Swedish guy that has a lot of knowledge when it comes to video games, and so he's like the he talks about the games and everything. So it was music from I have heard parts of this concert, I would say, before,
Mm-hmm.
but it was nice. I mean, sitting there listening, they had good sound. They had put like a good set of microphones on all the instruments and everything. Especially considering there's so many in the symphony orchestra, but so it was nice. They played from, The Witcher, of course, Mario, Nintendo games overall, and Final Fantasy, and
Mm-hmm.
all those games you can expect. So it was a nice evening. It was good weather. It was still warm at that point of time too, so we had a good evening. And other than that, just as said, spending time eating good food, trying to enjoy the last how do you say moments of being on a holiday kind of. So I guess that's what it is. Yeah, what do you say, Ali? I think you said, Raj, in the past that you've been to things like that, most from films and games and orchestra. Yes, I've also been playing in those kind of projects.
Yeah, I remember some of those.
Yeah. I played Pirates of the Caribbean. I played something else too. That's another orchestra, but even so, I mean, as you know, the latest like maybe 15 years, this has become more normal. It wasn't before. A lot of these institutions never really thought about it, but then someone like, wait, maybe we should play, because the music has evolved so much also in all these games, so it makes sense. Actually, the first like the first movie no the first music I ever played from a movie was when I was very young. I just moved down to Stockholm in 87, and I a few years, maybe 1 or 2 years later, I was a substitute in the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra for the first time. Or actually, no, it was not the first time. I played some other concert, but then it was film music, because that's something they did back then. But video game music wasn't really on the program yet, but
Mm-hmm.
it was to come. But that was actually Superman, the music from the first Superman movie. I still remember it because it's like a memory from early like stage things with a big orchestra and everything. So
It's nostalgia,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, it's nostalgia,
Yeah.
definitely nostalgia, 100%. I have a few of those, of course. So yeah, great. But no, good concert, everything. And as said, been enjoying, having, the last days of being kind of bit more relaxed. I mean, I've been doing my things,
Mm-hmm.
putting up videos, but as I told you before when we streamed 2 weeks ago, I've been spacing out a bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not been pushing myself. But what I've been doing now, like this week, I went on 100% on Monday when I woke up. It was like breakfast and then boom, because I've now finished my I think I told you I worked quite a lot on 4 specific like trailer tracks, like hybrid trailer tracks, which means that it's a combination of like symphony orchestra instruments and also electronic instruments. Very common nowadays in trailers for movies and everything. So I've done those, and tomorrow I'm gonna have a feedback session with another composer who I've mentioned before. He's actually from the UK. I think I said he lives outside of London.
Yeah.
His name is Matt, great guy. So so I did my I like took his advice and of course sat down and felt myself or thought about it, and I felt like, well, maybe I should do this, maybe that, and then I did that. So they're finally, I hope they're fixed now, meaning because you know how it is when you have worked on something for some time, it's like, is it good enough, should I do something more, and then you maybe start to do too much, or
Yeah.
it's like, things like that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna get that tomorrow. And after that, if that's like approved, or if he thinks that fine, this is great now, then I gotta start to send this music to these quite high level exclusive libraries. So we'll see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an interesting test and journey for me. It's I don't know.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
as you say, yeah, Alex, you say something that you never forget your first time for something that is important to you. True, that is true. It's can be very strong memories, both emotional wise, but also like almost like a photography. You can see it so clearly, right? Yeah, first car, first pet, first achievement. True. I still remember my first car. It was a Swedish Saab. Unfortunately, they aren't made any longer. Good cars, by the way. And so the first time going to a casino with Hope will always be a great memory. Oh man, I oh, I got a memory from a tour with Marta.
At a
We
casino.
went. No, yes, we went to Portugal, and we were in Lisboa, I mean in Lisbon, and we went to Estoril. It's called Estoril. It's outside, and it's typical. It was me and Johan. I think I
I knew
mentioned
we were gonna.
Johan's
I
name
know you
before.
were gonna
Yeah,
say Johan. Of course it
yeah,
was.
because we always we got into not trouble, but we kind of we had a little bit of a special connection. I mean, we were also the two youngest in the ensemble at that point of time, and we started to. I think I can say it's Peg 18 here. Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
can go for
started
it.
to drink,
Yep.
and it was not club soda, and we got I maybe a bit drunk, and it was this show like with a huge dance ensemble with ladies on stage, and we we made noises, and it was like, but it was a good time. That was casino. But anywho, that was the first time I played. What is it called in English? Like by the by the table, not roulette, but the card game 21, like blackjack.
Blackjack.
Blackjack. Yeah, and I won. I was like,
As you
I won
should.
quite. Yeah, I played 2 times in my life because I've tried to stay away because it could
It's a
easily go
slippery
wrong.
slope.
But the 2 times I played, I won. I won over the bank. I got so close to 21, so like, yeah, give it to me, give it to me. And then went away and bought more drinks.
How much did you win though? How much did you win though?
It's a long time ago, but it was like close to $100 at least,
Oh
something like that.
wow.
Like not like super big money, but still,
Something.
it's yeah.
Yeah, you can buy a
So
new game with that.
I kind of paid paid
Paid for itself.
paid the drinks almost at least. So yeah, what do you say, Nalu? Yeah, we originally went to go to see a concert with Backstreet Boys in '98. Aha! But the weather canceled the concert. Typical. Yeah, that's the charm during summer. As mentioned, I mentioned this concert we went to is of course outdoor events and concerts. But at the same time, it can also be tough to regarding weather and everything. So because I've had one of those experiences as well. It was a producer here in Stockholm. This is you see, I'm down the memory lane now, but he had a brilliant idea. Oh, I gotta fix a ship, and we're talking like a ship with sails, like a big freaking 1800 century ship. And he took on some artists. We were one of them. Chromata back at the time. There was some singer, some piano player, blah blah blah. And he also hired one of the best chefs in Sweden at that time. So we slept on the boat, and it went from from the because I live on the East Coast apparently, Stockholm, around all the way down and around up to Gothenburg on the West Coast, and we made stops, like 10 stops, and played concerts. The problem though, that it was a shit summer. It was raining so much because the idea was that we were actually playing in the harbor from the boat out to the audience sitting like in the harbor. I think we only had 2 out of 10 concerts that actually was the original concept. Otherwise, they had to move it indoors due to the weather. So that was a bit of a pity. The idea was cool. A pirate ship, yeah, a freaking pirate ship. Maybe if I can find the picture, I will put it here in the chat or whatever in the stream.
I mean, if you find it later, I think we can just probably upload it as well in the community tab.
Yeah, whatever. But I just wanted to share this with you because you see how it is when you start to talk. So yeah, getting far away from the topic. Yeah, my week was good.
Look, for all the times that I've ever gone on a long ramble, perfect. Also, you give me time to share the link because I needed to share. The link while we were talking, so it was perfect. You know.
So yes. I found it. I found it. Found it. Yeah, I did. I gotta give it to you. So hold on just a second. Just saving it. There we go.
La la. La la.
The ship is called. Let me see now. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. The ship is called Lady Ellen.
Lady Ellen.
You're gonna see it very soon. It's coming here. I hope this is a good pick. Boom. There you go. I think you have it. There we go. So it was fun also because they asked the sailor boys asked, do you want to help? Like, do you want to do something on the boat? Yeah. So I was pulling ropes and whatever. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. I just did what they told me.
Okay, let me see if I can get that in front of there. There we go. That's the ship. Those of you looking on,
I mean, tell me, isn't this a pirate ship? Come on,
definitely
it's not
pirate
Black
ship.
Pearl, but it's the White Pearl, something.
It is definitely a pirate ship.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful.
Those sorts of boats. You know when you consider like stuff like this, it's sort of like nostalgic because of the fact that if you've watched like old, I guess like films and stuff like that, and read history books and seen these sort of stuff in those books or in those films, seeing one of these in real life and actually being on one and being a part of like making it go is impressive, especially considering the fact these things were moved by wind. There were no engines and anything like that.
No,
it's just cool. It's just really cool.
It is, and and it's a special feeling because of the sounds from the sea and the sails and whatnot.
100%.
And also, I still remember, as you said, Alex, when it comes to certain memories that are very like clear. Me, Annalie, because we had our family actually. This is interesting. Adam this is a long time ago. Adam is born 1996. He was 4 years old. I think Isaac was like 1 year old. He was a little toddler. He was almost like a baby. And we were in the front of the boat, like under sleeping down there. And it was close to the kitchen. So it was so nice because the chef was like preparing for next day's like meal and everything, and he was talking with his crew, and just by lying there I eventually falling to sleep, but listen to him in a distance talking like and then you do the potatoes like this, and then we're going to make this season, and we're going to do it like this, and you learn things just by listening. Okay, next time I'll do that instead. Okay. So,
teaches you a lot, life skills. Cool. But here's the thing. We must move on. We'll save some more stories for the future. And what we're going to move on to is we're going straight into the game that you've been playing, Raj, which is Fate Trigger. It's something that I'm curious about. I'm very curious about, and I'm sure the listeners are as well. So tell us about it, Raj. You've been playing Fate Trigger. How is it?
Yeah, free cooking course. That's what it was. Fate Trigger. This is a game I came across. Sometimes when you go onto Steam and
Mhm,
maybe you search in a certain genre or something, you
mhm.
just come across stuff. I think this is something I did, and I sometimes do when I want to maybe find a game for maybe make a video about, or
Mhm,
just curious about a certain game, maybe get into playtest. And that was
mhm,
the case with Fate Trigger. Now, I think I clicked on the playtest button like weeks ago. It took some time, but then the last week, oh, you're in the playtest. Okay.
mhm,
So what is Fate Trigger? Well, it's a 3D anime style hero-based tactical shooter,
mhm.
and I would say it's quite tactical shooter. I felt that the hard way. This is something that if you play, I mean, you've tried Strinova, the look of
Yeah.
Strinova. This is a bit the same, but
Mhm,
in Strinova, it's more about the arena shooter thing, like
mhm,
5v5 and stuff like that, which I mostly prefer.
mhm,
But here we're talking about a UE5 game that is a battle royale game, and I found out the hard way when I started to play. I mean, I've played a lot of shooters. I played FPS games and also battle royale games for that
mhm,
sake, even though it's maybe not my like favorite genre of shooter games.
mhm,
But anywho, this is quite hardcore. Even though you might loot and find the best armor, you die. You get down really fast in this game. It's a fast TTK,
mhm,
so you got to be aware of that. But they've done it like it's like big islands in a way, islands when it comes to where to drop, and they have portals on these places. So
mhm,
when I almost said storm, it's more like cold, like snow. There's always something that starts to hurt you if you're not in the right zone when it starts to shrink, right?
mhm.
That's the concept of battle royale. You loot, you build up your arsenal when it comes to finding good weapons and of course good armor,
Oh.
and then yeah, what is it?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the gameplay as you're talking, and someone's playing from first person view, and they've got their gun. They're looking down the sights, and as they look down, well, you can see their chesticles. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah, yeah.
accurate.
Okay,
Go
we're
on.
getting to that. We're getting to that. Like Strinova, this is third person. You play third person, but when you aim down sight, as you were saying, Q, you sorry, you aim down sight in first person. So that's what happens, and then you might see things. So
if you
so I
if you
guess
look
that's what
down,
happened if you look
yeah.
down. But no, it's pretty, when it comes to the waifus or the characters, everything, it looks good. It's well done and everything. It's made by, developed and published by Saruasi Studios, and this
Mhm.
is about to be released in the first quarter of 2026. So
Ooh.
it's still ish half a year until they will release it, and they
Mhm.
do need the time for that because I made a video about this game if you're interested on my channel, but it's more it's they need to work on performance. It was a bit like probably regarding netcode and things like that, servers,
Mhm.
I would say. But there's one thing I need to add, which I also say in the video. When I got or downloaded the game, started up the game, registered, I couldn't register for Europe. There was not an option. It's only right now. It's still only for US or in Asia.
Wow.
So I played, which also has to be said when it comes to performance. It adds to it because I most of the time had higher ping than I usually have if I
Mhm.
play, of course, on European servers. So that has to be said as well.
Did you play on
Uh,
Asian servers or US servers?
US servers,
Mm.
I think I clicked like US East Coast because
Mm.
that's the closest
Is that
most
closer
of the
to,
time.
to, to us than Asia?
Yeah, it depends where in Asia.
Mm.
Asia is big.
I was
Like
thinking like in China or something, but yeah, you're right. It is big.
yeah, yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so in the game, it works more or less like most battle royale games, even though the style is for sure different due to the more anime characters and everything. But and they have their abilities. It can
Mhm.
be anything from putting up a wall or something, or of course a healer. That's usually the case. More of a flanker character that could dash pretty fast and far. I
Mhm.
played with her a couple of times trying to flank the enemies. And No, I mean, I had some good time playing the game. But at the same time, I was like thinking, is this a game I will play like when it's out there, like put time into?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. They have started to add other game modes as well, which I think is a good idea. I tried a bit of normal like team deathmatch and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the focus here again will be this dynamic world of floating islands, as mentioned, meaning a BR game, Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's cool though. I'm glad to see that there are more of these anime shooters coming up
Yeah.
because also it has to be said on the positive side of things. Even though I bash down a bit on the maybe the servers or in netcode or whatever have you, the actual gunplay is
Mm-hmm.
pretty good in the game. It
Mm.
was surprisingly snappy when it worked. I mean, when you felt that it was on pair, So yeah,
who
Fate
who
Trigger.
who was your
Mhm.
character that you used the most, Rog? I'm looking at their
Uh,
website. Which character did you mean?
okay. I actually tried to, for the sake of it or for science,
Let me
to.
let me put it on the screen so you guys can see. So when Rog tells us, I'll cycle through to that character.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I have played. No, hold on.
I mean,
Um,
oh, the designs are nice.
Here we
Yes.
go. They're called Awakeners, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and also they have, as said, different abilities. And I'm gonna scroll through here and see. I have played as Huxley, which is Veiled Shadow.
Oxley.
Um, mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. What?
I can't. I wonder why I picked her.
I
Yeah, I
wonder
don't
why.
know.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
I'm not even sure if you're able to aim down sight with her.
Yeah, you are. I also played with actually Nalu in the stream for a while, and you liked a certain character which I played. I'm not sure if I used her in the stream, but I think I played as her in the video. Whatever. Sapphire Seafarer, Nace,
Nice.
sailor girl.
Oh, okay. This definitely
Yeah,
seems like Nalu's type of wife. Ooh, I can see that. Oh, she
yeah,
goes. She goes into underground in water. That's
mm,
actually kind of cool.
yeah. And
She
then
goes
I played with the character I played the most with was Light Whisperer, which is Eos.
light whispers.
Yeah,
Eos.
a bit of a red hair kind of character. Yeah,
Oh, I think I saw.
Eos.
I think. Yeah, yeah. She does seem like a flagship kind of character. Very
Mm.
interesting.
And then
Okay.
I played with a healer, and the healer in the game is called Camille.
Amel. Let's see if we see. Oh, yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep. Yeah, she definitely looks healer like. She looks like like what do you call those? Like a goddess or something. That's what she
yeah,
looks like.
yeah. I would say so. Quite divine,
Mm-hmm.
if we put
Mm-hmm.
it like that. Yeah.
Mm.
So there
Hmm.
you go.
Interesting. I should, excuse me, check this game out for scientific reasons.
Yeah, and Naldo, yeah, you were looking. Reminds me of Fortnite and Apex mix, and of course it has those kind of elements, but it has though the strong due to its art style. It's very like anime like,
Again.
What do you say, Naldo? You remember when Rob clicked on the girl on the main menu? Oh, yeah, we have to say that. We have to say that. The first thing when I started up the stream, this I didn't know. I mean, I played the game before the stream, of course, also recording for this video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, we're gonna start to play. Here's the main menu. It looks actually the UI wasn't this cluttered as some of these games can be. That was on the plus side.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally, my mouse went to the mid of the stream, and I clicked on the character's chest,
Yeah, I know. So,
and she said, "Is there something I can do for you?"
but of course.
I was like, "Oh, don't mind me, don't mind me."
of,
Yeah, so that
of
was a bit
course, it was an
funny.
accident. Yes, this was not
Yeah,
meant
it was
to.
an accident. Yeah,
Yeah,
very much accident.
wasn't all
Actually,
planned.
I clicked more than once. I think Nalu knows I clicked on different places. Uh,
Oh
I wanted to
man.
know. Yeah, I with scientific reasons. Come on, I wanted to know. Are there more voice lines?
Of course, of course. I
Of
mean,
course,
you're
you need
reviewing this
to.
stuff. You have to test these things. The
Exactly.
people want to know, you
Yeah,
know?
and I take my job seriously. So
Very
there you go.
seriously. I commend you. I commend
Thank
you. You
you.
did a great
Thank
job.
you.
Exactly,
Thank you
as you
very
should.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Expected. Perfect.
Mhm.
Exceptional.
I see you now. They're also mentioned in Helldivers getting ODST. Yeah, I saw that. That is Halo content into Helldivers. Sorry, very good. Yeah, yeah.
I've
Q
been
would probably
thinking
be
about.
distracted more than play the game. Yeah, I
I
clicked 3 times. I'm guilty of charge. I clicked three
I don't
times.
even have to deny it. I will be distracted. But that being said, I've been thinking about checking out Helldivers. Actually, that might be if I'm correct, that game
Helldivers,
is. Mhm.
Helldivers 2 is a cool game. It's a fun co-op game. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's well priced as well for a modern game. I think right now on Steam it's £34.99,
Yeah.
which again by modern day standards that is quite cheap because most games these days, what you would consider flagship or
Yeah.
by big companies are at least 70, 60, 70, around
Yeah,
80.
usually.
Yeah, so it's
The
quite a
only
lot.
thing, and I think I've talked about this before, since I played back and forth Helldivers 2,
Hmm.
the game is quite, it has to do with their graphics engine. It's
Hmm.
quite CPU demanding, I think.
Hmm.
And they've never really got like the performance top notch, if I put it like that.
Hmm.
It's much, much better now than it was in the beginning.
Hmm.
When I got the game early and I still had my old rig, I could hardly play it. It
Hmm.
was lagging and it was not performing well.
Hmm.
So, it's coming to Xbox finally when it comes to Helldivers 2. That's why we're getting the ODSTs.
I think this is the beauty of modern gaming now is that I think Microsoft opened up the floodgates with it to a certain extent is them putting their games on PlayStation. Now you're starting to see PlayStation games showing up on Xbox because they're probably
Right.
looking at, wait a minute, we making sales on that. Sorry, they're making sales on our platform and
Mm.
selling more, and it's building up their budget because I guess when you consider the fact that publishers make more money not on selling consoles, console owners, but they make it off of sales of games and games
Yes.
on those consoles. I think it just makes sense that look, if your console isn't selling well, or if you can get more buyers in the door trying out your game, and potentially maybe in the future jump into your console after they've played your game and maybe wanting, maybe you have more features and stuff, so they've formed a bond with this game, and in the future they say, hey, you know what, I'll get the console associated with the game. It just seems like a win-win for us as gamers because no matter which platform we have, we can play the games that we're looking for. The only ones who sort of stayed out of the game is Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool
it is.
to have Helldivers because it's a PlayStation published game to have it on Xbox now. I think that's pretty
Mm.
cool. Excuse me. But yeah, definitely super
Yeah.
cool. Super cool.
What about you?
Me gaming. So
Mm.
this is gonna be an interesting one. So for those who don't know, I have been playing eFootball for a while, and I have played eFootball in a sort of semi-professional kind of way. Like I competed at the Commonwealth Games for Trinidad and Tobago as an esports player playing eFootball, and I networked and made a lot of friends there, and played. I didn't play really well. I'll just say that much. I wasn't the best. I think I won one match, and a lot of the other guys there were like really good. And we became friends, and we've played matches since and chatted and so forth. I was actually talking to two of them this week.
Oh,
But the thing is that coming up next year is going to be the World Cup. There's going to be a World Cup in the United States of America, Mexico, and I believe Canada. They're all co-hosting this World Cup 2026. And the World Cup is a huge thing for those who don't
yeah, yeah,
follow
yeah.
sports and stuff. It's like the biggest sports event in the world. When the World
Yeah.
Cup happens, everyone's looking at it. Everyone's backing their country or whatever country they want to back and so forth. I mean, for me, I've only once ever been able to back my country in a World Cup finals because Trinidad and Tobago's only qualified once, and we played you guys, Rog. We
Here we
played you
go.
guys. Zlatan mentioned our goalkeeper, so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it was a draw, and
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, yeah.
yes, definitely. We've got history. So basically, it's coming up again. It's a big thing. A lot of countries are looking forward to it. I think they've changed the format of the World Cup and all this sort of stuff. I think there are going to be more countries and so forth. But that's not what I'm part of. I'm part of the E World Cup. So there's an FIFA World Cup going on that's not being hosted in the US. It's been hosted, I believe, in either Saudi Arabia or Dubai, one of those Middle Eastern countries. The finals is being hosted there, and I qualified for the next phase. Like so I competed for Trinidad and Tobago, and I made it past the third phase, and there's the next phase now that I've qualified for. I got an invitation letter in my account, and I logged in. And I was like, "Oh my god, I got it!" And so yeah, I got an invitation letter, and I filled out the forms that they sent me, and I'm ready to compete for my country, hoping for a spot that I can actually compete and win something. And yeah, if all goes well, I should be playing in this competition. Apparently, it's all covered. You know, they're covering all the costs and everything involved. I just have to have a passport for my country that I'm competing for, which I do, and just turn up for the event, which I will. And so yeah, it's
Cool.
It's pretty cool. I've been practicing more. I've been playing more. I've been
Congrats. This
trying
is
to
fun.
yeah.
This is really fun.
It is pretty cool. The moment when I saw it, I think this was the day Xavi got back, and
Yeah.
we sat down. He was sitting right here, and I was like, oh, I was talking to him about the game, and I was like, oh, let me turn it on and blah 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 and this and that and so forth. I turned on the game, and the first thing on the screen is like big thing, and I was like, oh, that's not what is that? That's new. And I read the thing. It said like you congratulations, you've been whatever blah blah blah. I was like, oh. I ran upstairs, told the missus, I was like, oh my gosh, leveler, I did it. So yeah, it's super cool. And this coincides with the new update for eFootball 2026. The new update, version 5.0, continues from the previous year, so you get to keep all your players that you collected from the previous year. But they have new players and some new mechanics. They've boosted some. So they've got variants of different players that are better than the older variants in some ways and so forth. I think year on year they keep adding players that sort of are sort of better than the previous ones you've had, which does kind of hurt the way the game works. And I think genuinely they have to find a system that doesn't allow for newer players just every time they release a new player for the older players to become absolute, because then what's the point? It's like you have to constantly keeping up and buying new player cards and all this sort of stuff. But at the same time, they've improved the gameplay. The game plays faster. The attacking feels more agile and so forth. It's very reminiscent, a bit closer to FIFA in the feel and the speed, the quickness. But at the same time, it still has that PES DNA, that eFootball DNA. And I've been playing it. Nalu has been watching my streams. I've been streaming it as well. And Nalu's been checking out my streams, and Nalu has started playing it as well. He's made a team. He's picked out his players. He's messaged me for advice, like how do I do this thing. So I've actually started putting together some tutorials for people like Nalu who started the game new. They're called eFootball for beginners. I'm scripting them out, and I'm gonna record them and put them up on the channel simply eFootball. You can find it on YouTube.
Good.
And that is going to be where I will have little tutorials. That's why I stream as well. My eFootball streams are on there. But I'm going to be putting together these little, I am putting together these, I've already started putting together a few of them. And they're going to just, basic stuff, shooting, what players you should sign, how you should approach the game if you're new to the game, these sort of things. Because, again, when you come into a game like this that's already got an ecosystem and it's a, games as a service type of game, there's so much just
it can
tossed in front of you.
Be a bit overwhelming.
Yes.
Where to start.
Where do you start? And so for me, putting together that, because Nalu's not the first person that's asked me those sort of questions. My brothers have asked me those questions. My son, even just today, Safi was asking me some questions about the game. So it's some sort of a thing whereby if I can put together these videos and help people who jump into the game, that's going to be great. Especially free to play players. I think that is my base. The players who are not spending on a lot of spending on player cards and all this sort of stuff. Those are the players that because the thing is that what I've been able to do is also, the game has divisions. So you have starting from 10 all the way up to 1. And what I've been able to achieve is taking my team from division 10 to 1 with a fully free to play team. So I didn't spend any coin on that team, built it, grinded, got the resources, everything I needed, and built that team up over a relatively short period of time, I would think. And I was able to get into Division 1 with that team. And I'm pretty proud of it. I was actually, when I got it, I was like, wow. I mean, granted, I've got to pay to play team as well on my Xbox, and that team is stacked and it's got all these sort of amazing players. But with my free to play team, I'm beating people with teams like my paid team, you know, and that is exciting. And I tend to stream more with that team as well because it shows what you can achieve without having to spend a lot of money in this game. And I think with Finalu starting the game this you know, with this new update and so forth, players like Nalu, they're getting a lot at to start with because they, you know, Konami's trying to do a lot to get people in, you know, in the game. And obviously when you sign up new to these sort of games, the service type of games, they give you a lot of free stuff to sort of get you in the door. But I think the players that they've particularly been given are really good options. You know, you've got players like Mbappe, Van Dijk. These are two of the best players in the world right now. Eden Hazard dropped this week for free. And there's a bunch of others that you can get. Frank Rijkaard is another one that's come in. Eder Militao, great defender, and so forth. I mean, Messi as well has been given for free, and that version of Messi that they gave, he's actually pretty decent. Not the best version of Messi, but pretty decent, and so forth. I will say this much though: if you're starting the game, I'm just saying this as someone who's been playing this for a while. If you're starting the game for the first time and you're new, very new, you're starting it for the first time. If I had to advise you on a platform to start on, my advice is to start on PC. I didn't say this before. I'm saying it now. If I had to advise you on a platform to start on PC, because and this is if you're a free to play player. If you plan to stay free to play, not spend a coin in the game, PC is the best option because there are certain things that you can do on PC. I'll probably make a video on it. I will make a video on it. There are things you can do on PC that you just cannot do on console. And this doesn't have to do with patches. This is like in the game itself. There are certain things that for free to play players, it benefits being on PC more so than console. Okay. So yeah, on the other consoles, there are some things that you have to spend coin on in the sense of like if you want them, but those things you don't have to spend coin on the PC version of the game. It's the same game, but they are they're different things. Kirsty for not telling me. I'm sorry, Nalu. I'm so sorry. I'll put in a video. Yeah, I'll put in a video. But generally speaking, I mean, granted, now you're pretty early days in the game, but you could technically start over. But at the same time, yeah, there are some perks to the PC grind. I guess grind on PC. There are some perks. So that is my thing. I am gonna be at the eFootball World Cup in some capacity as long as I keep progressing as I have. I know you started an Xbox, Nalu. I'm so sorry. I will be honest, Nalu. I plead the fifth. I didn't really clock the perk that I'm talking about until a little bit later. So it wasn't like an initial thing. Like I knew this all along. This was something that I was going through the game and I was like, wait a minute. Why is this here and it's not on the Xbox? Like I have this on the PC, I don't have it. And I was like, crap, oh my god, it's so much better to have this on the PC as a free to play. And that's why I clocked it. So just to be clear, you know, if I had known, I'd have said it earlier. That being said, where are we? We've got some Tele to talk about, don't we?
Yes. Right.
We've got some Tele to talk about. So let's talk about some Tele, Rog. You have been watching something that I didn't like when I searched it. I'm not gonna lie, a bunch of Korean or Japanese looking shows came up at first, and then I was like, really? Yeah, I was like, that's definitely not it. And so,
okay, oh, I didn't know that. All right, yeah, I've been watching. I mean, 2 weeks has passed, so I have been watching other stuff, but I will save some for the next time for sure. But I want to mention a series that could be of interest for you, maybe for anyone in the podcast. And that is a series called Untamed. It's currently on Netflix, at least in my region. There we go again. I hope it's going to be there on your as well. It should be. I think it was released on July 17 or something. This is like a crime drama mystery thriller, you know? And it's starring Eric Bana and Sam Neill, by the way, also. So it's some really good, you know, really good actors. I've always liked Eric Bana. It was interesting. I said to Annalie, because I'm actually watching this with Annalie, I said, I bet Eric Bana is, you know, like my age. And kid you not, I checked like, and I am born in May 1968. He's born in August 1968. So I was like, told you. So there we go. Me and Eric Bana, yay.
Same age.
Yeah. Now this is good. I like this, and the reason why you and I have talked a lot about new movies and the style of movies and
Mm-hmm.
series and whatnot, and sometimes it's very flashy. It's quite hollow. It's not that great story, things like that. This is quite, I shouldn't say slow because that might push some people away, but this is dialogue. This is the
It's well
humans
paced, is it?
interacting.
Is,
Yeah.
is that the word you'd use? Well paced or
Yeah, I said slow paced, but I meant that in a very very good way.
okay?
So because they let the story take time and the dialogue as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is about Eric Bana, the main character, you might say. He's a National Park Service agent. And the whole first episode starts off with something really bad. It's like bad things are happening. And he investigates this, you might say, brutal death. I'm not going to say too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they are at the Yosemite National Park in the US. Yosemite is amazing. It's so beautiful, beautiful area. So Eric Bana then, and Sam Neill is his boss.
Mm-hmm.
I can mention that already without spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Bana is a bit of a lone wolf. He has a crashed marriage behind him, and he gets a new partner. I'm not going to say too much about it, but it's one of those, you know it already. This is going to be a very interesting dynamic between those two.
Ooh,
Not
waifu.
like no, not romantic, but
Oh, okay.
like how are they gonna get along and all that stuff. but but anywho, this is good. I really like this. Are we halfway? I'm not even sure how many episodes there is, but it has a 7.2 on IMDb and absolutely 7.5 from me.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely worth watching if you like these kind of, as said, the combination of thriller and crime drama stuff. So Untamed, yeah, good shit. The episodes are around like 45, 50 minutes. A
It's a
good
mini
length
series,
if you want.
so yeah, so
Yeah,
the episodes are definitely gonna be they're definitely gonna be like that kind of length, that hour
yeah,
long length kind of episode. So it sounds interesting. I do like
yeah,
some Eric Banner, and yes, now he is related to Bruce Banner. He played Bruce Banner in the Hulk movie, which I'm sure you know,
exactly.
and the Hulk video game as well. But yeah, very very cool, good stuff, good stuff indeed. He's definitely about a 7.0 kind of actor. Most of his films are about that, around that range. A 7,
Yeah.
7.5. He's been in Finding Nemo as the voice of Anchor, and he's done a few other stuff as well. For those who may want to check out some of his works, let me see what's another famous one that he's done. Star Trek. He played Nero.
Mm.
So feel free to check out more Eric Bana stuff if you end up checking out on Untamed and thinking, hey, you know what, I like this actor. He's born in the same year as Roger, so it makes sense.
Exactly.
And
A
then you
good
just
good man. That's yeah,
definitely.
whatever. Yeah, I mean, as you said, I see what you're writing there, Naldo. Is it anything like The Mentalist? I haven't watched The Mentalist, but I do know what series that is. And yeah, I mean, the Mentalist is also drama, and you have quite distinct like characters in the series. So I would say to a certain extent, yes. But I guess it's a bit more flashy. It's like the city life, isn't it? This is, it's countryside. It's national park, huge areas like the wild in between. So
hmm
yeah, there you go.
I, I
Untamed.
I think this is something my missus and son would like. Like Zabi and Alex would probably eat this up, more than
It
anything
could
else.
be.
Not really my cup of tea. Like I can watch something like this. I could definitely get into something like this, but this is the kind of stuff I'll come in and catch the two of them watching like easily. Like
Yeah,
no question.
I could be.
Like I was talking to Xavi today about some of the stuff that he's like, because we would read manga and stuff like that and webtoons, and he was recommending some anime to me, and he's like, oh dad, you like this romantic anime. But then when he was showing me what he liked the most, so he was saying he was recommending a romantic anime that he thought I would like because he knows what my taste is like. But
Yeah.
then when he was telling me what he was checking out for himself personally, Oh man, the stuff it looked grim. I was like, yep, definitely something not my cup of tea,
Ah,
but yeah, your mother would like this. so,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah. 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 For sure.
definitely.
What about
Um,
you, bro?
me, what about me? I have
Yeah.
been
What have you been watching?
watching. What did I put in the show notes? I'm trying to remember now. Plebs. That's the thing. That's what I've been
Ah.
watching. So I've been watching this
Mm.
series called Plebs on Netflix
Mm.
as well. We are both on Netflix.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, plebs when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Anyway, the whole point of plebs is essentially it's a
It's a
British
sitcom,
comedy.
is
Yeah,
it?
it's a sitcom, a British comedy that's
Yeah.
essentially what if you went to ancient Rome but you had modern sensibilities in ancient Rome, essentially. So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
in ancient Rome. The story is set in ancient Rome, but it's every the characters that have modern sensibilities, they act like the way they do certain things. It's like it's really stupid and funny. You know, like for example, so you have these three guys that are main characters. Um, One of them is he's from a small town farm and he's with his best friend and they moved to the big city and he has a slave with
Mm.
him who his parents found on a hill when he was a baby and raised him and now he's just in the storyline. So the characters are named. So you've got Grumio, who's the slave, Marcus, who's the farm guy, and his best friend Stylax, who they all live together, right? Um, Grumio does like he's a slave in name because Grumio does nothing. This guy does not. He's Marcus's slave quotations because Grumio does
Okay.
whatever Grumio wants essentially. Like
Mm.
Marcus and Stylax have jobs. They go to work. Grumio stays at home. He's supposed to clean the house and cook and all. Grumio doesn't do half of that stuff. Like most of the time, Grumio just hangs out on the street corner and pets chickens and stuff and chats with people, right? And he's kind of weird. He's funny. He's played by Ryan Sampson, and
Mm.
he kills it. Absolutely kills it. Absolutely kills it. The way he portrays the character. Um, and then you have Stylax, he's like a ladies' man. He's a player. He's out there doing all the most, trying to get with ladies and doing this and that and so forth. And
That's so
Marcus,
funny.
who's sort of he's smitten by this girl who moves into the apartment next to him called Cynthia, played by Sophie Colaquahon. Colaquahon. I don't know how you say that name, Colaquahon.
Mm.
But she's played by her, and she moves in with her slave as well, who's played by Linda Rose Bauer Bewley, who's Metella. And Metella is sort of like she's sort of like spunky and snappy and stuff like that. She's also very well endowed. And Cynthia, who is her quote unquote master, is sort of like this little prep girl who just rich girl moved into this Tongan room, and she's trying to absorb the whole Roman culture and all that kind of stuff. So
Mm.
I've been watching this series now for at least a week now. Me and the missus have actually been checking it out,
Cool.
and it is hilarious. It's
Mm.
absolutely it's the funniest thing ever. Like there's one episode where Grumio finds a baby in the like he's throwing out the rubbish. He's throwing out the rubbish into this sort of like rubbish thing. And keep in mind, Ryan Sampson's delivery is what makes this so funny as well. So he's throwing out the
Right.
rubbish, because he's talking to the landlord. The landlord is like, he's funny as every character is funny. The landlord, the boss lady, they're all funny characters, right? So the landlord, he does everything. He's landlording, he's selling drugs on the side, he's doing all sorts of stuff. He's got a bouncer for him, like his own sort of like I don't know, like bodyguard. He's running a pimping thing on the side. The landlord is doing the most. Right? This guy is doing the most, right? And every now and then you'll see Grumio would just be out doing something and be like, the landlord would be like, all right, Grumio, how you doing? And Grumio would be like, yeah, I'm just chilling, landlord, just do nothing, just sitting here
Oh
doing nothing,
man.
petting a chicken. and and then at one point, the landlord's explained to him, this is, separate your rubbish, right? Again, this is ancient Rome. Who the hell is separating rubbish, right? He's like, so this is here for the papers. This is where you put your leaves and stuff. This is where you put your pots, whatever have you. And Grumio, after he leaves, he's like, all right, yeah, got it. He's like, Grumio can't figure it out. He's like, forget it. He just throws it all in one spot, right? And then he looks over and he sees a baby, like an actual baby. He hears like a crying song. He sees a baby in there. And Grumio decides to bring the baby home because he was abandoned on a hill. So he connects with this baby. He's like, oh, I can't leave this baby here. I'm going to have to bring it home, right? Now remember, Grumio can't do anything. This guy is absolutely useless. He's the most useless slave ever. He can't do anything, right? Whenever Marcus tells him to do something, he's like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I'm too tired or something, right? That's how Grumio handles everything. He just doesn't want to do anything. He's lazy, right? But he wants to take care of this baby because this baby is like him. So he brings the baby home. Has the baby, and it's a baby girl. And at some point, Marcus comes in, sees the baby. He's like, bloody hell, don't want this baby here. I can't afford to take care of this baby and you and all this sort of stuff. And Grumio's like, look, I'll take care of the baby myself, right? He's like, look, Stylax decides he wants to be part of this as well because he's thinking, I could use this baby to pick up ghouls. So I want the baby as well. So Marcus says, look, you know what, guys? Keep the baby. I'm sure this is going to blow over soon, right? And by the way, your baby stinks, so change your baby. So they're changing the baby, right? They don't have nappies. So Grumio decides, you know what? I'll just use lettuce, right? Lettuce is pretty much a nappy, right? So he changes the baby, sees the baby's genitalia. It's a girl. So Stylax is like, so what do we name the baby? I'll name her Benny, because she was found by the bins. Just like the delivery is priceless. Oh, anyway, this is the kind of humor in Plebs. There's a bunch of random stuff. That's just one of the one episode, and that's just one part of an episode. When you go through this whole thing, you have so many characters. Their jobs and stuff like that. The sort of like there's one point where Stylax is learning to drive the things that they had, the sort of carriages with the horse and everything. Yeah. So they've got a driving school, so he's got a driving school teacher, like modern times, right? So he's on the horse with his driving school teacher, and the driving school teacher is talking about his problems with his missus, like, oh man, I'm back out here, I'm out here for these ladies and stuff. You young lads have it nice, He's like, all right, turn to the curb here, right, yeah. And then you've got the guy in the back with his cart trying to get around the Luna. He's like, come on, hurry up, pop. Like again, that's the stuff you see in modern times.
Yep.
But it's in there, but in Rome, and they're trying to fit.
It's cool.
It's absolutely funny. I love it. It's Plebs is so good. Let me give it a rating, right? I think you guys know where I'm going with this. It's a 7.8 on IMDb. You guys know how it is. This is a 10. Easy 10. You need to watch this. Plebs is a 10. If you're not watching Plebs, something wrong with you. You're a pleb, right? It's on Netflix. So yeah, it is funny and hilarious.
No, it looks like good British like comedy or sitcom in this case for sure. I've heard about Plebs. I heard other people mention it.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. I see. I mean, this is a series. It has been going on for some time. This is between 2013 to 2019. So it's it's some time ago.
It's been around. I don't know what it's like in newer seasons. As I said, I only found it just recently on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think it's a new addition to Netflix as well. I don't think it was on Netflix before, so it must have been probably on the BBC or something else.
Could be, yeah.
Excuse me, but it's on Netflix now, and that's how I discovered it. And it was in my recommended when I logged in some time ago, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks like my kind of thing. Let's check it out." And I've been watching it ever since. I'm on season 2, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm actually kind of sad that I looked it up because I can see the amount of episodes that some characters are in. So then I'm like, some characters are not gonna be there longer. Oh no!
Yeah, that can happen.
It's ruining it's ruining a bit of the head lore for me right now because then something's gonna happen to some of these characters, and I don't want that. So, don't look up the IMDb page as I did. Go in blind.
Yeah. That's most likely it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I think we've got a podcast, haven't we?
Yeah, we have a podcast. We have covered a lot of good stuff today, I think. I would say approved.
Approved.
I hope you think so, you guys out there. But no, thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for listening. As I said, I hope you got some good tips and whatnot. Either way, hope to see you again next week and talk a bit. It's always nice to chat around here with you. And as I always say, stay healthy and take care. And yeah, live life to the fullest. With that said, Muffin and out.
Beautiful as always. So that, as always, guys, you can find Rog at 40 Splish Splash. That's number 40 there, SPLISH, SPLESH. Correct? He streams on a Tuesday and a Sunday. And I'm supposed to join him on one of these days.
You are.
We're going to be playing some Dead.
Yes. So it's going to be fun.
Hopefully we'll find you guys. You guys will be there to join us. And you can find me at LP Guardian. It's Guardian.you pretty much everywhere. That's LPGRDIN. And I've been streaming on Simply eFootball, where you can come over and catch me streaming eFootball, usually on a Monday and a Thursday. Those are the days I tend to stream. Those are when the new updates come out. It's not consistent in the sense like I stream every Monday, every Thursday, because of the fact that sometimes an update comes out and I'm like, I am not spinning for that player or whatever have you. It doesn't make sense. And some come out and I'm like, I need to talk about this player. So when those ones come out, you'll see me on stream. I do need to do a stream on Thursday, so you will see me tomorrow because I need to talk about that new Eden Hazard. So we will be doing that on Thursday. So those who want to pop by and check out my stream, we will be doing that on Thursday. I'll see you guys there. So with that, you can find us at Simply Binge or at Simply Binge UK pretty much everywhere else. And as always, we wouldn't like you guys to miss on any of the episodes of That Beautiful Life podcast. Many beautiful people like you subscribe to this podcast on Castbox, Acast, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, simplybinge.com and elsewhere. And we're so confident. I need to bring my mic closer. Oh, come here, Mike. We're so confident that you're gonna like it that we're giving it for free. So as always, guys, this has been queued for your pleasure. It's a wrap. That's the episode. The mic is happy.
That's the episode.
We are happy. You're happy.
We're happy.
And of course, Bandit is happy.
Mm-hmm.
My guy Bandit. Oh, he's the best.
That's important.
If you haven't watched Bluey, by the way, this is just a tiny shot that I've mentioned it on the show before. Watch Bluey. It is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Bandit, best guy. Mm-hmm. Best guy.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Mm-hmm.
All right, when you upload the tutorial footage, those are going to go up. You're probably going to get one tonight. You're probably going to get one tonight and tomorrow. You're definitely getting one tomorrow for sure. So with that, we're out.
Clickety click.
Clickety click. Let me do the clicking of the clicks.